Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be just doing a little talk of the new units and all the new heroes, all the new EXs. We've got a whole ton more units than yesterday's reveal. I have just woken up, so I do apologize if I'm all over the place or I missed something. But I just want to say, if you guys are new and you actually might like the content, do consider subscribing. Would help out a lot. And just to get into things, I'm not actually going to go over the heroes. All I'm going to say is Hercule buffs Majin Buu quite a lot, so that's kind of scary. He buffs defense, she buffs defense, and I'm pretty certain that was it for the most part with regards to them. There's all the there's the EXs. Yeah, so there's no new heroes. Those are the only new ones. This is hero defense, and then got a hero strike attack of Nail, and then a Majin Buu buffer. Now we're going to start with Super Saiyan God Vegeta. I just put 2 stars because majority of people are only going to get him to 2 stars in the beginning, and at 5k he's just going to have a casual 209k strike attack, nearly 200k a blast attack. Yeah, it's gonna be disgusting. So basically, we know for a fact that his blue card locks in. So like Super Saiyan 4 Goku's blue card, they lock him in. So that's very, very good. It's kind of mental if you think about it, but it is what it is. So yeah, you get him to 2-star, and these are his tag buffs. So I'm guessing that's 17% strike attack and then strike defense. I don't know what is going on with these, but I'm guessing it's just strike defense. So yeah, it's a pretty damn good kind of double buff, but these are what scare me. If he's run alongside Kefla, granted they're only for 2 counts when used, but they do buff strike attack by 20%. If you use 2 of these in a row with Kefla, for example, and you've got another one or 2 in your hand, you've basically one comboed, or rather 4 carded any unit in the game except the purple. You'll take away probably 50% of their health just from those 4 cards, because you can't sidestep when it's 2 counts, because then you'll lose your time. So you have to literally click a card, click both these cards, and then click your other 2 strike cards. But that's still quite ridiculous if you think about it. It's quite ludicrous, in fact. Now his stats they all look off the charts. And in all honesty, let's be honest, that's exactly what you'd expect from a Legends Limited Vegito. That Vegito is a year old and he's still being run on Fusions as one of the main characters because he's that good. His tags, obviously, I mean, they're going to be God Key, Fusion Warrior, Saiyan. So he's mainly buffing Fusion Warrior by the look of it. And then when he gets to, I think that's 4-star, 3 stars, I can't remember, I'm sorry. He's gonna buff God Key, and then he's gonna buff Future, and then at that like 14 stars, he's gonna buff 38% Future. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit nuts. I'm very much looking forward to him because he's gonna bring a lot of excuse me, guys, I got the hiccups. He's gonna bring a lot of diversity to the game. Granted, the fact that he's gonna bring Fusion's another unneeded buff, but at the same time, it's still going to bring diversity. Now, I'm actually going to go into Gogeta next. A unit I did not see coming. So for my predictions, I did predict most of them right. I predicted SSJ, GT themed, and I did predict future themed. I predicted that it would be Vegito Blue. I predicted that it would be Zmerge Zamasu and Spirit Sword Trunks. I did predict it would be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega Shenron. I did not predict Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I thought he might have come as an EX or a sparking down the line. I did not expect an EX Gogeta base form, so that's quite sick in all honesty. If he's 2 stars, let me get him to 5k there. That's not bad. 173k blast attack and 192k for an EX at 2 stars. This man is gonna shred, and depending what his kit is, he's just going to go to town. Just from his stats alone, this is just purely based on stats and who he buffs. It's just he's a pure Fusion Warrior based monster. He is red, so that's very odd considering they've literally just released a Fusion Warrior of red Gotenks. but I mean, I'm not going to pretend to know what they're going on about. And now into one of the most important units for me, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. At 5,000, he has 200, at 4 stars by the way, he has 201k strike attack, 210k blast attack, 138k defense, you know, for both of them. That's actually really fantastic. That's actually really, really solid all around. So as they said, he is going to be a very balanced attacker and a defense unit, so that's actually very, very good for him. That is pretty damn solidly all around. So I made a video yesterday discussing all the units, but like what effects they have on the meta and all that. But then we got a whole bunch of new units, so I was like, you know what? Let's just go into their breakdowns a bit more. So, Goku, I thought obviously GT's got a brand new green unit. Even Saiyans Sun Family have got a potential new green unit because depending how good he is, you're going to want to run him alongside Sun Family. And he's just going to buff GT first, which I did say yesterday, and Saiyans. I said he was going to buff Sun Family as a second tag, not Saiyans. So, I was wrong there, but no big deal. It's still a pretty solid buff, and I'm glad that Saiyans are getting another good green unit. Basically, what I said with him is that he's gonna be around a while, by the look of him. If you get him to 6 stars, yeah, that's solid. That's really solid stats, honestly. And if you get him above and beyond, that's terrifying to look at. Basically, he's going to be phenomenal, by the look of it. He's going to be absolutely phenomenal, and I'm very, very excited for him. I was expecting, like I said, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I'm not upset that we didn't get him because, I mean, it's my boy SSJ4. I'm not going to be upset. Now, Omega Shenron has me very intrigued, purely for the fact that he's regen, which we all knew he was going to happen since Sin Shenron is regen. He's GT, he's absorption, he's fusion warrior, he's powerful opponent, and yeah. Excuse me guys, I really do apologize for that. So let's look at his stats before we get into his tags. So right off the bat, he's going to be a monster. He's already at 205k, 203k, at 4 stars, guys. At 4 stars. Like, come on. This guy's going to be freaking he's going to be disgusting. And he's got 2 cards that destroy a random card on hit. Bro, what is this man? What is this Shadow Dragon? And then, of course, he has to buff regen. That is what I was worried about. I'm very upset that he had to buff regen. I really, really am. Regen do not need more buffs. They're still a phenomenal team. They are still one of the most annoying teams to deal with in the entire game. They did not need a buff. Now, what I want to say on that matter is I was hoping they were not going to... What I said yesterday is they were hopefully not going to buff regen. I had a feeling he was going to, because he's going to take the place of Janemba, Kid Buu, and now regen have a solid, or an even more solid attacking option. And that's very, very scary in my opinion. They didn't need it. But he does buff GT first, which is odd considering now SSJ4 Vegeta is at a disadvantage because he's red and a GT unit. So that just kind of inclines to me that he was meant to be run on Vegeta family. So I guess that's okay, but at the same time, it's just like, why regen, goddammit? But anyway, we move. We'll just have to deal with it. Now, Machinimasound is the one I actually talked about a lot yesterday. I said that I do not want him buffing regen. I literally did not want him buffing regen. I wanted him to buff fusions, not fusions. I wanted him to buff future, God Key, and if he buffed the 3rd tag, which it's 3rd anniversary, a 2nd anniversary, who knows, they might do that. Those 3, God Key, powerful opponent, and future. Let's see who he does buff. He buffs future, and then God Key. Fantastic, he doesn't buff regen. Oh my god, and he does buff a 3rd. He does actually buff a 3rd tag. That's unreal. Oh, that's unreal. So, he does buff God Key and Future. That is phenomenal. Thank you. He doesn't buff regen directly. He's still going to be run on regen, but at least regen are going to be missing out on one little buff. Excuse me. Still hiccups and a cough. So, 28% defense and I'm guessing blast attack. So, yeah. he's a solid double buffer, and that's what's worrying. But he's going to be run on God Key as a purple. That's a very, very interesting little revelation, I'd say. And then his stats at 5k, 196 and 213. Solid. Solid. Unreal solid. That's amazing. So, he does have knockback on a strike card, we know that. Yeah, this guy's going to be a very, very big hassle to deal with. And the longer he's alive, even more of an issue, apparently, he becomes. So that's not fun, but, I mean, it's to be expected since he is a regen character and he was around a long damn time. So, yeah, let's move on to your boy, Spirit Sword Trunks. Well, Rage Trunks. Let's look at his stats at 5k. Actually, freaking unreal if you think about it. He's a defense unit. He's a defense type, and he has 205k blast attack, 185k strike attack, and 140k of each blast and strike defense. That's amazing, and a lot of health. So that's, health. That's actually amazing. He has literally no strike attack by the look of him, so that's something you got to watch out for. But he buffs Future and Vegeta family. Finally, Vegeta family have a strong defense unit. This is what Vegeta family needed. And honestly, it couldn't have been a more perfect color. Vegeta family didn't have a very solid yellow. They had GT Vegeta, yes, he was good. But they needed a solid tank. And this man is exactly what they needed. Now, he can be run alongside the green God Key Vegeta. He can be run against the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. He can be run against, or run with Purple Trunks. Everyone, the blue transforming God Key Vegeta, who is an absolute freaking beast, by the way. Them all on a team would be phenomenal. And I'm personally very, very excited. I'm super excited for these characters. Unbelievably so. When we get a more in-depth breakdown, by the way, with all their kits, best believe I will be bringing that to us, like as soon as I possibly can. I just have to be up at like 5 a.m. When they actually release this stuff, so yeah, you can understand why that's a little bit of an issue sometimes. So this Vegeta, let's put him at 2 stars. Not bad. 190k, 178k, not bad at all. He doesn't seem great, but he doesn't seem bad. 2 counts, 20% blast for 2 counts. Nothing really spectacular about this Vegeta, but I mean, we don't know any of his kits, like I said, so we don't know how much he's going to buff himself and everything to that nature, but I'm quite excited. This Trunks, 2 stars, let's see, 5k, pretty damn decent actually. 197 and 183, very damn decent. There's 2 strike cards. Vegeta family's getting another buffer, there you go, and hybrids. And he's red. Oh, he's purple. I'm an idiot. He's purple, so hybrids are getting a purple unit. Very interesting. So you're going to have to decide between him and Purple Trunks, the other one, the future one. I'm intrigued. I like it. I didn't expect to get this many new units. I really didn't. And another Sin Shenron. So let's put him at 2 stars and 5k. Very, very mediocre stats, which leads me to believe that he's going to be a defense type. Yeah, blast defense, strike defense are high, and his blast attacks are very weak. So are you going to run him as a blue option on GT over Super Baby 2? I highly doubt it. But, I mean, we'll have to see what his kit's like. Like I said, he buffs GT and Shadow Dragons. This is what I was expecting the other Omega Shenron to buff. Why would he not buff Shadow Dragons? I know he absorbed them, but yeah, that's another thing. Why is he Fusion Warrior? He technically did fuse with them, but he more absorbed them. So, that's a bit like, why have you done this, Legends? That's kind of saying, because he absorbed them, that's kind of saying Wuhan should realistically have been a Fusion Warrior. Because he technically absorbed Gohan, Piccolo, Gotenks. He absorbed all of them. Yes, he fused with them at the same time then. So that's a very, very questionable move on their part. It's exactly the same with Super 13. He fused technically with 14 and 15. So, but he also kind of absorbed them at the same time. I don't know. That's weird, but I mean, I'm not really overwhelmed by him. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm glad he's not buffing regen. I'm unfortunate that he is regen, but it's a good start to the game. It's a very, very promising start. With all these new units, the fact that we knew he was going to be Legends Limited, come on, everyone did. He's just all around a god. Literally, he's just going to be a god. And oh, I didn't even notice this. Oh my god, he has blast armor. Oh no, fusions are broken. Fusions are gonna be raw. Bro, strike, impact with blast damage armor. Fantastic, that's great. You gotta love that. Reason being, let me show you who one of the biggest issues in the game right now is. We all know. Actually, I'm not sure if anyone knows about this character. I don't know if anyone knows how good she is. I really don't, you know. But what is this now? Strike, impact with blast armor, right? But what is this? What is it? Strike, impact with blast damage armor. Why are you changing the name, Legends? Just stick to one, please. But anyway, he's got blast armor. Apologies. I know you can use him in the raid, by the way, which is a thing now, against the boss, which... Yeah, I haven't used him, I'm not gonna lie, so I did actually come into this a little bit blind in terms of that, but the fact he's got blast armor, best believe that's gonna make him viable for months. Over a year, easily, to be honest. It's gonna give him so much versatility in that, it's gonna be quite unreal. I'm glad he's buffing Future, and I'm glad he's buffing God Key, and I'm glad he's buffing Fusions. Like I said, I thought he was going to buff Future and God Key. It was obvious he was going to buff Fusion, but I'm glad they actually introduced a kind of like third tag that he was going to buff, so... It's an interesting little development. Let me know what you guys think of this. I'm actually quite excited for it, obviously, as we all are. A lot of people are underwhelmed, and to those people I say, you don't know what you're talking about. But I guess you're just hard to please and you just want to be difficult for the sake of being difficult. Nothing can please you, I guess. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, I will be sure to bring out the breakdowns as soon as they do come out. So just be on the lookout for that when they eventually do drop. And I will see you all in the next one.